It is smoke Igbo. It is take Indian.
They take Indian. Our Igbo Oshogbo weed have been a very ground weed. Yeah. Now what you concern everybody chat, they push. So it's a joke, all right? So it's a different conversation. It's not the screening of the next year. I just kind of like to infuse that into it. Because it happened in the National Assembly, in the Senate. You get me now? So it wasn't during the screening. So scratch that. But yeah, it's concerned. The Nigerian pilot, they smoke Igbo. They smoking their hemp. Now going forward, right? Where the Wike was in Abuja earlier today, where he was inaugurating a new road that they want to repair. You know, he's been doing that. He said he's going to do that for 30 days or something. So he's going to be doing that every day. They would throw parties when they want to come and repair your road or they want to come and do anything. Sure, you get now to tell you that they want to do something. Right. So it was somewhere. And he said a citizen called them and reported that the road is bad. So now they are there to fix it. Compared to online president, referring to Peter Obi, he said Peter Obi is a social media president that will continue to contest on social media. That Obi came to Abuja, attended and visited a school. And then he came out and they started saying that we should build toilets. All the schools are dilapidated. All the schools are shaking the waiting Obi will not build toilet for Anambra. That's what he said. He said Obi that did not even do anything for 8 years as governor in Anambra is now there coming to come and tell them to come and put the toilet. The schools are dilapidated. Are your schools dilapidated? Are your charity? All of them said no, something like that. So with a Wike sending his usual jibe the way of Obi.
Responded. He does not have an office there, he does not live there. But because he has to use this road, and he has to call my attention. Is he attending on the low senior advocate of Nigeria? That is what good citizens, responsible citizens should do. Not that going to social media and begin to castigate government just for political purposes. Then I want to say, on behalf of Flag After Administration, we want to thank you. On behalf of Mr. President, we want to thank you for calling our attention. Ordinarily, I would have changed the name of this street to your name, but I don't know who can Israel before they will bring ethnicity down. But let me assure you, FCT will also honor you for being a good citizen. I'm very happy for that. Thank you very much. It is not some people because of politics. For example, I hear one of the social media presidential candidates went to one of the local authority area schools. I was saying that government will abandon public schools. In particular, his name is Mr. Peter Obi. It is not everything you must play politics. But let me say this. Peter Obi, you were governor for 8 years in Anambra State. If you have finished all the jobs in 8 years, nobody will be talking about developing Anambra right now. 8 years. Instead of developing Anambra, you took the money and put it in the bank you have in the Fidelity Bank. And why did you have problem with your successor? Anambra State had problems. The money was there to develop Anambra State. You only prefer profit and put the money for the development of Anambra State in the bank you have the largest share. So a profit will be coming and Anambra will be suffering. Mr. P. We just came into office 2 years ago. We have not even stayed 4 years, but you stayed 8 good years. Compare 2 years in office of what we have done in FCT and compare 8 years in office in Anambra. Can you really say you love this country? Can you really say you love Anambra? Certainly not. If I were you, why not be quiet? And all this, you cannot be president of Nigeria only when you go to one IDP. Oh, I want to work for a birthday party. I want to do my birthday party in IDP camp. What's the person in know those things? During your birthday party in IDP camp, does not make you to feel that you love Nigeria or you want to do anything for Nigeria. When you are governor, why did you do your birthday party in IDP camp? It's now you want to be president every day. I go to my birthday with the less privilege. Who will you deceive and all this So, for again, we will show you in next week what we are able to do in our public schools. 2 years. And you are talking about 8 years. Everything must not be propaganda. If you feel so much, as I'm even the minister of FCT, I cannot claim I know everywhere in Abuja. It's not possible. So if you're a responsible citizen, if you're a good citizen, it's not just to go to social media to think that they will love you. You continue to contest as president in social media, but not as president of Nigeria. You run as president under a party, you cannot manage the party. Ordinary party. You cannot manage the party. To hold the party together, you cannot. It is Nigeria of 230 million people that you want to manage. You know a good answer. You know a good answer from the first step. From the first step, you know a good answer. Party of so many people, crisis, you can't hold them. They want to get responding.
Like, there is something about this Peter Obi. Share you get. They are really start to these guys enough that they are very obsessed with him. As it is today, it is like which party does Peter Obi belong to? Is he in the ADC, their coalition, or is he in Labour Party? He said he is in Labour Party. Right? So, if with the current state of Labour Party, you are going to say, no, they are not a threat, Jari. It should be a threat to them that they have to spend a lot of time. But these are local government projects. So this madness that this Wike is doing, local government projects, all these like streets kind of supposed project, drainages, 500-meter road, and all that kind of stuff, the primary health centers, schools, primary schools and all that. They are supposed to be the local government projects. I think they are called AMAC or something. Is that called AMAC or something? I don't know. But they are the local government areas. Then he spent the time talking about Peter Obi. How Peter Obi puts the Anambra state money in his bank for profit. Something that has been completely debunked. But for politics, of course, they will have to keep saying it. And he kept challenging them that if you know any penny of Anambras that went missing, at this point, if you can share it, I won't even do all this anymore. Then he started attacking his goodwill gesture, visiting the IDP, this and that. You know what I mean? And he said, criticizing the government is politicizing. What is he talking about? It's politics. He is an opposition. You that is already campaigning, like you are going everywhere, organizing parties because you want to tell them you want to come and renovate this 1 kilometer road. And then you use the occasion to remind them why they must pay back, or why they must support Tinubu, why this or that. Is that not what you're doing? He told them, he said, there as a minister, I cannot know everywhere in Abuja. Are you mad? And they agreed. They said, yeah. Are you crazy, man? You should know everywhere of your city. How can you be a city mayor and you have no idea? You tell people confidently and say, I don't have to know everywhere. And they say, yeah, you don't have to. Like, are you for real? So they talk and listen to themselves. And it's quite kind of like funny because to Fayose, yesterday Fayose was with Sheung, and he was talking about the end of PDP, this and that. And then he said, the only person who has traction that could cause another upset is Peter Obi. And I'm saying, how now? Because they know he's the only guy that the moment he starts saying that, oh yeah, let's go like that. I mean, they are saying that he can't do that again, right? Some of them are even hoping that their obedient stuff have broken, like they are no longer like that anymore. But one thing is that some people might have made names during that their obedient movement and all that. Shege made name for themselves and all that. And then they put out, they are inconsequential. Do you understand? All those who became influencers because of this obedient thing, right? Then they later said, oh, I've seen the light now, I'm not doing obedient again. I am upset because somebody says something and I'm not doing obedient. They are inconsequential. I'm saying it to you now, but you'll find out soon. They are purely inconsequential. The moment the guy becomes a candidate of any party, and that is why some are hoping that maybe around that time, all of these guys would have come together and just kind of like, since they are already together, right? So they just be behind him. But anything apart from that, it can still cause upset. Fayose said, even at that though, Tinubu will still have his way, right? So some are saying they are using reverse psychology. All this talk about Obi in itself, right? Don't get me wrong. You know me, I hear things a lot from everywhere, right? So some are saying that all this talk about Obi, considering the current situation of things, right? So say talk about this Obi is like a reverse psychology of the things to ensure that no matter what happened, Peter Obi must run. So if Atiku use that his projected influence to keep the ADC and it keeps their tickets, so that means Atiku, Obi, and Tinubu, and it will be in Tinubu's favor. So why are they talking about Obi? Why is he so dreaded? Some said it's out of respect of Fayose. Yeah.
I spoke to you. They have their purpose. They know what they want to do. Is it because of your APC interest? That's why you're saying they are going nowhere. That's what you said
2 years ago about all these happenings in PDP. That day, the same way you were criticizing me. Today, I welcome your criticism. Have you seen me taking appointment of the APC? Have you seen me taking appointment from APC? Ashiwaju asked me, Oshoko, what would we give you? I said nothing, sir. At 65, I'd rather be at home, being more responsible, doing other things that I need to do. I've served well. 2-term governor, I've done well. Let tomorrow hold itself. I'm not hobnobbing with APC, but I've been Ashwaju's friend and brother for a long time. That is the truth. You are.
Well, so Governor Fayose, you are the same man who will, for example, go on the street of Ado-Ekiti and you will eat pounded yam amala with the average person. You will ride on Okada in Ado-Ekiti.
Yes.
You understand the nuances of the average person. The purchasing power have dropped. There are a lot of them that are screaming. Yes, we do know that the microeconomic aspect, microeconomic side of things are looking well, but the micro is still suffering. A lot of people are still not feeling it. How then would you be able to support your claim that this government is going to win an election? On what basis, on what grounds will they be able to campaign in 2027? Or you think things would have changed before then?
Tell me who will defeat APC. You know, the only opposition that I know that is in Nigeria, let me tell you now. The only opposition, I didn't say the opposition can win Asiwaju. The only opposition that is, the only person that still have traction, that has traction is Obi. No other one, no, everybody.
What about Goodluck Jonathan?
You see,
what about Goodluck Jonathan?
Jonathan has not.
What about Amechi? What about Atiku?
I have said it generally, sir. The only. So that has answered it, sir. I have no apologies. The only voice that has traction.
Governor Fayose,
talking. That
Governor
is everywhere.
Quickly.
Despite not being in government, is Obi. I give it to him. But let me tell you, sir, all others, they are filling the gaps. I spoke to you.
So that explains it, the obsession. When Bayo Onofunuga was to announce that the Nigeria inflation dropped, headline inflation dropped from 20% or so to 18.1%. Do you know what he started with? It was like the news of the inflation in Nigeria dropping will not excite Peter Obi and is obedient. I was like, guy, you are supposed to be the spokesperson for president of Nigeria. And you want to tell everybody that the inflation has dropped, but you started the first 2 lines or 3 lines with this news will not excite Peter Obi and disobedient, which is a dog whistle for the Ronukus to hurry, come here just in case. So if this obedient started abusing me, so in the process, what was supposed to be something that everybody will look at and kind of like discuss, turned to obedient versus the Agbadomite under the supposed special advisor to the president on social media's post on social media. Do you get that now? So the obsession can well be explained. He will never be president. Obi will never be president. Obi will this and that. You know what I mean? I said, okay, fine, that's okay. But Baba, every day, then you can call it obsession. So imagine if he now becomes the face of the opposition. So that is what Fayose is talking about, that there are still some of you who are ready to ignore all of these excess baggages, these extra baggages, the likes of the career criminals that, you know, he called them a name, he gave them a name, the structure of criminalities, the criminals. Some of you are ready to ignore them if Obi becomes and that is what Fayose is talking about. Obi is the only person who has, in Nigeria of today, who has organic supporters that will spend their own money. They would rather spend their own money than take money from him before they support him. They don't look forward to him to send them money for campaigns or anything. They raised their fund, they mobilized themselves, they went on the streets without anybody having to promise them anything. So he's the only guy. There are those who have said that they will never do it again, but you have no idea. And that is why somehow they will rather make sure he runs separately so that Tinubu will have his way and this whole madness will continue, according to Fayose. But if you see anybody that picks up the PDP's ticket, according to Fayose, they are barely picking up a tissue paper, a trash. It's worthless because he's very much aware that there are more governors of PDP still going to join Tinubu. They've concluded it's just about time.
Breathing. Is the PDP brain dead or the PDP is actually dead?
Let me tell you very well. Let me tell you there are other 3 governors that will leave soon. There will be 5 remaining. The 5 remaining, one of them will want to struggle to catch the ticket.